Princess Obodo was the apple of her father's eye. She was his only child. The king showered her with silks, jewels, and 1,000 servants to see to her every whim. Yet Obodo was far from grateful. She possessed a heart colder than the diamonds she coveted. Her beauty, undeniable as the sunrise, was marred by her vanity. It poisoned her spirit. Obodo strutted through the palace like a peacock, her nose held high. She looked down upon everyone, even her own parents. The king, blinded by love for his daughter, ignored her flaws. The queen, however, saw the darkness brewing in her daughter's heart. She often scolded Obodo, urging her to embrace humility. Her words fell on deaf ears. Despite the queen's warnings, Obodo remained lost in her world of self-admiration. Her heart, hardened by vanity, remained untouched by the plight of her people or the wisdom in her mother's words. The princess, like a beautiful but poisonous flower, continued to blossom in a garden of her own making, a garden choked by thorns of pride. The king, eager to secure his lineage, yearned for grandchildren. He dreamed of the day Obodo would find a suitable husband. His hopes were dashed time and again against the wall of his daughter's unrealistic expectations. Princes and nobles, renowned for their bravery and wisdom, flocked from far and wide to seek Obodo's hand in marriage. Each suitor arrived at the palace bearing gifts fit for royalty. They left disheartened, their proposals rejected with a flick of Obodo's wrist and a disdainful toss of her elaborately beaded hair. "He's too short," she would scoff, her voice dripping with disdain, as a powerful king, respected throughout the land, stood before her. "He's too bald," she would declare, her laughter echoing through the hall as a renowned warrior, bearing the scars of countless victories, bowed low before her. The queen despaired, watching this parade of heartbroken men. She pleaded with Obodo to see beyond their appearances, to recognize the value of their character and accomplishments. Her pleas were met with indifference. Obodo remained unmoved, her heart imprisoned by an impossible ideal. "I shall only marry a prince," she declared, her voice ringing with an arrogant certainty. "A prince of unparalleled beauty and grace from a distant land, unlike any man this kingdom has ever laid eyes upon." One day, a hush fell over the kingdom. A handsome stranger arrived at the palace gates. He was tall and lean, with skin as smooth as polished ebony and eyes that shimmered like 1,000 stars. He rode atop a magnificent steed, adorned with jewels that glittered under the midday sun. The stranger, introducing himself as Prince Adeyemi of the Eastern Kingdoms, a land shrouded in mystery and whispered legends, possessed a voice smoother than honey. He carried himself with an air of quiet dignity and undeniable regality. His every word, laced with subtle charm, captivated the court. Even the queen found herself endeared by the stranger's charisma. Obodo, her heart thrumming with excitement, saw in Prince Adeyemi the embodiment of her desires. Here finally was the prince from her dreams, the one destined to sweep her off her feet and carry her away to his magical kingdom. Blinded by his charm and her own desires, Obodo failed to notice the subtle coldness that lingered in his eyes, the way his smile never quite reached those starry eyes. Despite their initial reservations, the king and queen were swayed by Prince Adeyemi's charm and the genuine adoration in Obodo's eyes. They reluctantly consented to the union, unaware of the darkness that lurked beneath the surface, the shadow that stretched out from Adeyemi, threatening to engulf their daughter and their kingdom.